Hi everyone, welcome to Miss Adams Predicts Lord of the Flies. This video is taking a look at the AQA exam board. We'll have a look at all the past papers and the specimens, see if we can spot any trends or patterns, or whether or not any characters or themes have not had very much coverage, just to give you a steer. Do remember that we don't have crystal balls, so please make sure you're revising broadly and widely for these exams. But for now, let's get predicting. Okay, last year we had leadership, which is a cracking question, a really big theme of Lord of the Flies. So I think probably the most students would have looked at that one, because trust and fear, even though that is a lovely question, the fact that they angled it as being through the little uns just added another level of challenge to what should have been quite a nice question. The year before that, we had Ralph as a strong character and violence and its effect. So really nice questions there. Before that, Simon as brave, evil as a part of everyone, another lovely series. And then, of course, you can read the rest of them that are up there. So in terms of characters, what I'm thinking is, obviously Roger has not come up yet as himself, just alone, and other exam boards have done a Roger question. EdXL has, so that's a definite possibility, and he is a lovely character to write on because there are only so few moments in the text for you to examine, and his character develops really interestingly and terrifyingly, let's be fair. I wonder if Jack might make an appearance again, because he's only appeared once so far. You can see him here in 2020. But other than that, he's not appeared, whereas everyone else has we've had Ralph twice on his own. We've also had Ralph and Piggy's relationship. We've had Piggy on his own in the specimen. So, Jack is definitely up for a slot again. Now, if we think outside of characters, because if you notice, I know it was through the little uns. Last year, they didn't do a straight character question, whereas most years you've had one character and then one theme. So I wondered, maybe they might do something relationship based, and that could be nice and broad, like conflict between characters. Or they might, like they've done with Ralph and Piggy, they might create a relationship like the relationship between Jack and Roger. That would be a gorgeous question. Or the way that Jack and Ralph's relationship changes. Other big themes that we've not seen so far is the notion of victims or bullying. Again, those have been seen on other exam boards, so it is possible. And then just for one last idea, it feels like a hard one, but actually it's not, is symbolism. That would be a really lovely question, because you've got all sorts of symbols that you could examine. You've got the fire, you've got the mask, you've got the island itself, you've got Piggy's glasses. Do you know what I mean? There's so much that you could draw upon. The conch, that would be amazing to be able to write on the conch specifically. There's all sorts that you can do. Setting has come up on other exam boards as well, and I know that we've had the island as a dangerous place, so that's just one to kind of put in your heads. But again, if you've got symbolism, then setting kind of works as a part of that. Lots of ideas for you to consider there. As always, you know the drill, revise broadly and widely. That's the best way to make sure you're prepared for this exam. So all main characters and the big themes, and you'll be good to go. That's it from me. Thanks so much for watching. Do share the video. Do subscribe if you're finding the videos useful. Otherwise, happy revising.